All right, guys, are you ready for my first convention outfit? I am! Convention season has begun. So this is the very first outfit of the convention season, and I am coming in here with a bang, okay? A bang. Bang! So, the pattern that I'm bringing you for my first convention outfit, and the entire outfit's going to be done off one pattern. Can you guys believe it? This is the McCall's 7071 pattern. It is a costume pattern. I'm going to say it is from the Victorian era. I am calling this a colonial outfit because once you guys see it, you'll understand that it looks more colonial than it does Victorian, but they kind of overlap. They definitely overlap in periods of time. So there's going to be a lot of modifications to this outfit. A lot of modifications. I'm going to be doing this here jacket, but the modification to this, y'all just got to see. I'm not telling y'all a whole lot of detail because I just want y'all to be like, yes. So I am going to be doing this jacket, and it does have tails on it. There's a puffy sleeve on this jacket, which I'm not going to be doing. No. It also has a neckline detail that's attached to the jacket that I'm going to be doing. It's got this cute little contrasting waistband action as well. Definitely going to be doing that. The top that comes with this outfit is a ruffled sleeve with a ruffled trim yoke. I'm not going to be doing most of that. I'm going to be doing some aspects of it, some aspects not. This top is not a pin tucked yoke. I am definitely going to be pin tucking mine. So that's going to be the modification to the shirt as well as eliminating those puffy sleeves. Now, as far as the skirt, you guys, I know y'all want to know, are you really going to do that tiered ruffle trim to the convention? No, I'm not. I am going to use this skirt pattern for the outfit, but it wouldn't look nothing like this skirt at all whatsoever. Because it's a very basic straight skirt. It's almost not even an A-line skirt. Let me show you the line art here on the back. So we've got the jacket with the pleated tails on it. And then you can see the shirt is just a yoke shirt with ruffle trim. So that's very basic as well. And this is the front view of the skirt, and this is the back view of the skirt. So just think of the front of the skirt, okay? I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm going to be doing because I don't want to release too many details. How would you guys like me to spoil all the details of my outfits that I'm going to do? You don't want me to do that. You just got to stay tuned so you can see what I do to the skirt. All I'm going to tell you is the skirt is going to be out of this world, okay? It is going to have white in it, and the material which I'm doing the skirt in is not the exact material that I wanted to use. I waited too long to order the actual material that I wanted from China. I just waited too late. I should not have waited so late. So I had to substitute it for a different type of material. It's still the same, but it's different. And I'm actually getting it from within the United States, from California. It was like pulling teeth trying to order from this lady to get the material that I needed. I don't know why. That's why I prefer to fool with eBay and not Etsy. I mean, okay, I'll say this. My Etsy sellers have done right by me. This particular lady or company, whatever it may be, it took me like a week to just say, could you please send me 15 yards? So see, right there, I've already told you guys too much. So the fabric that I'm going to be doing the jacket in is this awesome blue and white striped shirting cotton. That's from Joann Fabrics. I've been holding on to this for a long time, you guys, but I've always known that I wanted to do this pattern with this. I chose this because I have a pair of shoes from DSW that are kitten heels that match this fabric exactly. I've been holding on to these shoes for an entire calendar year waiting for the convention to come back so I could make this outfit. And I'm definitely calling this my George Washington Colonial outfit because that's what I think it looks like. I love these shoes so much. They were advertised on DSW when they first came out, and I was like, oh, I have to find those shoes. And then I saw how much they were, and I was like, maybe I'll wait till they go on clearance. And they never went on clearance, so they must have been selling pretty good. And then DSW came through with the rewards, with the coupons, with the percentage off, with the free shipping, and I basically got these shoes for next to nothing. And I cannot wait to wear these shoes because not only are they striped, not only are they satin, but they have a kitten heel, which means they're going to be comfortable. They're going to be so comfortable. I won't even have to take flats with me, but I will, because who wants to mess up satin heels walking from the parking lot into the venue of the convention? Not I, said the Avanti, not I. And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm looking all shiny and stuff. You know I got oily skin. I have already blotted 3 times today and put on translucent powder. And I just look like a little oil slick, a little grease ball. There's nothing that I can do to help it. But I'll tell you what, your girl will never have wrinkles. I won't. I'll never have wrinkles. I always have oily skin, but I never have wrinkles. I'm being embalmed as I'm alive. Oh, I'm sorry. The shirt is going to be done in a white rayon polyester cotton that I've used for many other white shirts that I've made in the past before. I just buy that stuff in bulk because I love white clothing. So whenever I see a quality white, like white, cloud white material, I buy it. I just buy the whole bowl because I love white material. So that is the gist of what's going on here today. The pattern, the fabric, and now the outfit. Guys, so this is the first outfit of the convention. Okay, I would just like to say that this was not my assigned convention. Okay, I was just visiting. So I went to watch the Jonah movie and to hear the last talk. And for the 2 hours that I was there, I was crying and sobbing like a little baby. It's so good. I cannot wait to get to my full 3-day convention. It is so good, you guys. Anyway, so this outfit. Let's talk about how much I love it. We got stripes, we got satin, we got ostrich feathers. How many of you guys guessed that it was going to be feathers that I was going to make my skirt out of? If you did, put your name down below. Winner, winner, tofu dinner. So let's talk about each of the garment pieces. So we have got a shirt, we have got a jacket, and we have got a skirt. And I did tell you that, guys, that I'm only using the one McCall's 7071 pattern, which I did. And I made lots and lots and lots of alterations to each piece of clothing. So let's start with the shirt, because the shirt is really the only thing in the whole outfit that I really didn't care too much for. Now, it is important to this outfit because, as you can see, the neckline on the jacket does come down pretty low on the bust area. I'm sorry, come down low on the bust area. So it's important that the shirt underneath of it, or your blouse underneath of it, is the correct one. Otherwise, it's going to detract from your jacket, which is really the focus of the whole outfit. It's not even the feathered skirt. To me, we'll get to that in a second. But anyway, so with the top, I decided not to pin tuck it. I figured that was going to take too long, and it probably would have taken about as much time as it took me to make this shirt. If I could go back and do it again, I would make the entire blouse out of stretch knit material. Because it is a garment that needs to fit close to the body so that the jacket does its job, I feel like a knit would have been better than using that white peach skin that I've used on many, many projects. Because I swear to you guys, I make at least one white blouse every summer for the convention for one of my outfits. So the biggest rookie mistake that I made with the blouse is this white stripe area right here. This is a stretch performance fabric. So this is like for swimwear and dancewear and stuff. You cannot mix your knits and non-knits on the outfit and expect it to come out seamlessly. You just can't. What I should have done was gone ahead and cut out the yoke part and then cut out an underlining with it, which would have been my skin tone, and then laid it on top and basted them together and then added it to the white peach skin blouse. Why I didn't do that, I have no idea. I did not think of that until the blouse had been completed already for 2 or 3 days. So what I did this morning was, the very, very last thing that I did getting this outfit ready this morning was, I took a piece of lining that is the same color as my skin tone, and I folded it in half, so it actually comes up to, okay, it comes up to right here. Because right here on the corners of the curve where this piping is, you can see my bra. No, we can't have that. And which also means that if somebody was too close or the light was just right, you could see down into my cleavage. And y'all know your girl don't roll like that, okay? That's not for anybody's eyes until I get married, which is a long, long time from now. So, yes, there is something that is covering my décolletage right here, so no need to worry. I'm not out here showing my stuff. But it would have been smarter if I had just made an underlining of the same lining, or I have a Colonial cotton that's the exact same color as my skin tone, overlaid it on top, and then added it to it. Because the stretching from the knit, it was horrible trying to sew this together. So I ended up having to hand baste it, and then I went back and slowly sewed it on. The shirt did call for ruffling right here, which I eliminated because that's too much going on for this particular outfit. If I was making a Colonial costume to go somewhere, ruffles would have been perfect, but I just wanted to pipe it instead. It is a piping that I made out of the fabric that you will see with the lining of the jacket, the waistband of the jacket, and the waistband of the skirt. So I am trying to destash this year, so I'm trying to use all remnants of any fabric that I have. So it's a very basic top. I eliminated these sleeves off of it as well because they were puff sleeves, and because I wanted the jacket to be a sleeveless one, I needed for the shirt to be sleeveless as well. So I actually ended up taking some bias tape made out of that same material and doing the edges of the armholes. The armhole is too big for this, but luckily that's kind of covered up by the fact that the jacket, or the vest jacket armholes, were fitting just right. So you can actually see some of the blouse coming out, which is not a big deal. But if I was going to redo this again, I would definitely cut the sleeves in closer to my neck so that you would not see the armholes pop out here, because that's unnecessary. And the other problem with using that knit for this yoke area, when I had to add in the standing collar for this blouse, this whole little collar area is just like a lettuce edge, and it's not attractive. Now it works behind this because this kind of hides it, but this shirt needs a redo. I need to do it over again, to be honest with you, because it has got an invisible white zipper in there that I put in possibly, and this blouse I would only wear with this outfit again because, of course, nobody can tell the mistakes that I made. But I don't like the collar on here, but again, that's because I use stretch material for the yoke, and I should not have, without putting an underlining to stabilize the stretch underneath of it. So rookie mistake, my bad. Learn from it, won't forget. Let me see. I think that's it for the shirt. Yeah, that's it. That's all the alterations I made for the shirt. So the shirt, I would say, is easy to do. A beginner could probably do this shirt with no problem. I probably won't do the shirt again. I'm not really impressed by it. But if I was going to do it again, I would do it in a complete stretch knit. So let's move on to the skirt. Because the skirt was definitely the easiest thing that I did. I made this in 1 hour this morning with the same skirt pattern. As you can see, it's not as A-line as the skirt is on the pattern. The pattern I did use, but I ended up tapering it in towards the knee. It is actually a little bit too tight. This is as far as I can open up my legs in this skirt. So I am going to have to cut side vents into it because I can't. Well, I could put a back vent in there if I wanted to, but I don't want a back vent. You'll be able to see that when I'm walking. I think side vents would be less noticeable. So on the side seams of the skirt, I am going to cut vents so that I'll have more. Well, I don't necessarily. Yes, I do. If I'm wearing higher heels, I'm going to need more space in the bottom of this skirt. But I did taper it. And it was super easy to make. I literally made this in an hour. The zipper is on the side. I actually had to turn the skirt around because with the sitting down at the convention, the driving, and how hot it is outside, I kind of sweated on it. And there's a big gap where you can just see the feathers open like this. So I had to turn it around. So what you are seeing is the back of the skirt, but it looks exactly like the front of the skirt. But it was so easy to do. I basically cut out the front and back of the skirt. It's actually the same pattern piece, so it might be 2 front pieces. And the waistband, so there was a total of 4 pieces, not including the tiers of feathers. This is 6 yards of gunmetal ostrich feathers that I bought from eBay from a shop called dressmakingsupplies.com. This is what they consider to be their high density ostrich feathers. I do not consider these to be high density. I am really disappointed in the quality of these feathers because they look far more dense on the eBay listing than they do on this skirt. You should not be able to see that I have tiers. Probably because I'm standing still, you don't see them. But I should not see the tiers of this skirt. They are placed 4 inches apart. So I've got 6 rows, 4 inches apart, and the feathers themselves range from 4 to 6 inches long. I'm going to end up having to buy a couple more yards just to fill in between because I'm not satisfied with the way that these feathers are performing. This is not high density anything. If I had bought them from China, like I should have back in spring, I would have had exactly what I wanted. Because this color is not what I wanted. I actually wanted a really, really light gray, almost white feather. And no U.S. supplier had light gray in a reasonable cost. These were $12.50 a yard. That is extremely expensive, considering that I could get 10 yards from China for like $45. Now, of course, I'd have to double layer those, but I wouldn't have had a problem with that because I would have known that I had to double layer those and they would have been a little bit thinner. For them to consider these high density, not only that, but where they have attached the satin binding on the top of the feathers to make the trim, they use a white thread. On what planet, because we only know one planet where they're sewing, making dressmaking supplies, on what planet would you put a satin gunmetal trim on a gunmetal feather and use a white thread to bind it together? Why wouldn't they either use a black thread or a gray thread? Somebody answer me that, please. Now, I'm not saying this is the company's fault that I bought it from, because they probably got these from China. I'm going to be honest with you. They probably got their supplies from China and just sell them. But that's highly disappointing. So I'm gonna have to go in with a Sharpie and like color over top of the thread because you can see it. As I'm walking, especially if the wind is blowing, you can see that there it is, light colored thread. I didn't really have the chance to match the underlining skirt to the feathers, and I don't know that Joann's had anything that was this color because these are kind of bluish gray feathers. So even though this is not the color that I wanted, I actually really like this color with this because it does not detract from the jacket at all. But I'm not very satisfied with these feathers whatsoever. Yes, I will purchase them again, but that's just to fill in what I've already done because I don't feel like it's high density. Yeah, I don't feel like that at all. If I could go back and do it again, I would not use this particular product. I would just go ahead and buy 10-15 yards from China and then just stack it really close together instead of 4 inches apart. But yeah, it was super easy to make. The feathers that I was going to use, those were marabou feathers. They're black and white marabou feathers that I bought from a shop on Etsy. And after looking at them, I just realized I didn't have enough yardage of those marabou feathers to make this length skirt. I bought 15 yards of that marabou, and this is 6 yards. The marabou is like 1.5 inches, and it's very, very thin when it tapers off at the end of the feather. So I was getting down to crunch time, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do here. Am I going to try and make this work with marabou and then go to Joann's and buy what they have and kind of like fill it in? Or am I just going to go with a completely different feather and spend more money on it buying it from a U.S. supplier? So this is what I ended up with. Overall, I'm happy with the skirt because it did turn out like I liked it. There are just some minor issues with the quality of the product. And I imagined the skirt was going to be a lot more full and kind of distracting, but I really like that it's not as distracting as I thought it was going to be. Now, for the apple of my eye, let's talk about this jacket, this vest. I absolutely love this. So I've actually been working on next week's outfit first, and because the jacket is a lot more advanced in skill level than this one was, I would not say that this is a beginner's jacket if you want to start doing costuming if you're beginning sewing, but this is a good gateway to get you up to an intermediate. You're just going to need time in order to get there, to make sure that you make it correctly. I love this jacket so much, or this vest. I'm going to keep calling it a jacket. I love this jacket so much. I did shorten the collar because y'all know I don't have a neck, a little fat neck, so I ended up cutting the collar in half so that it would not cover as much of my neck as possible, and I like it much better. I do have some length between my shoulders and my chin. I use buttons that I've had for years and didn't know what I was going to use them for, and they fit the era of the garment very, very well. I didn't really have any issues not adding the sleeves to this jacket. I did end up having to rip open the sides because I did a little too much sewing before I realized, how am I going to turn and press this? But that was not a big deal at all. The thing that took the most time with this jacket is the embroidering on the back. The embroidering on the back took 4 hours to do. I did that last night between 8 p.m. and 12 a.m. while watching Law and Order, SVU, and it took a long time, but it turned out exactly how I wanted it to, and I am so happy that I've got the JW.org logo on my jacket. It's so cute. A couple people was like, how do you got the logo? So I didn't want it to just be something frilly. And this is actually my first time doing hand embroidery on a garment that I'm wearing. I've been actually practicing hand embroidering since the winter time because I do want to get into detailing my clothes a little bit more because you guys know I like wearing things that you can't just find on the rack. And while embroidery is really trendy right now in fashion, a lot of it is done by machine and a lot of it looks alike. But hand embroidery, you can tell when something is hand embroidered. A lot more care and painstaking time is put in there, and it's not just a pattern repeating itself. So I kind of was conflicted with what colors that I wanted to use on there, because I was like, oh, I want pink flowers, and I want yellow flowers, and I want some little tiny glass beads. And I was like, Avanti, it is 8 p.m. and the convention is tomorrow morning. You need to hurry up and get done. So if it had not been for me embroidering the back, the whole entire outfit would have been done last night, and I would have been at the convention all day today. But because the embroidering took so long, by the time I was done at midnight, I was sleepy. And the worst thing that you can possibly do is sew while you're sleeping. So I actually messed up the waistband of this jacket, and I literally just put it down and went to sleep, because I realized I had ripped like 3 or 4 mistakes that I had already done, and that was like the 5th one. I was like, it's time for me to go to bed. So this morning I got up at 6:30, ripped out the last mistake that I made, was able to reset the waistband incorrectly, and attach the peplum as well. But this jacket is extremely easy to make. I think it only has 17 instructions on how to make the jacket. So if you are not trying to do anything super, super fancy, like embroider your jacket, this is awesome. Okay, so I said it's not a beginner's jacket, but I think it could be. You just really need to take your time, read the instructions, and sew it slowly to make it look really, really good. I wish that I had had access to a better satin, because to me this silver satin I use for the waistband and for the lining looks cheap. To other people, they're not going to be able to tell the difference, but to me it looks cheap because it's so shiny. You can really see the grain in there. But it is fully lined and fully finished. The skirt is not fully finished, y'all. I need to go in and slip stitch the waistband down. But the jacket is fully lined, and if I can get it off, it is, again, like I said, it is fully lined and finished, and I am very, very happy with the quality of this pattern. This pattern is awesome. It should say easy or intermediate on that, so that more people will be interested in it. It is out of print right now because it came out a couple years ago, but this is a great pattern. Some of you are going to think that it's too costume because it has the tails on there, because it has this collar that you snap together, button together, whatever. This would be great instead of having a button here if you had to snap it. But I actually saw online somebody did this jacket and they eliminated this standing collar and it looked just as cute. It would make a really, really good fall jacket as well. If you want to do this in denim, or you want to do it in twill, or any other sportswear, this would make an awesome jacket. I've actually seen some jackets by McCall's that had tails on it that were not marketed as costume. But I really, 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 really like this. I probably would do the jacket pattern again. My mom actually liked the tiered skirt that the model wore, and I do like it too, I'm just not doing it. But yeah, this jacket, it's the bomb diggity. I suggest that you do this one if you are interested in doing something that doesn't look like anything that's currently out there as far as what you can buy in department stores or off the rack. You're not going to see very many people with a tail jacket. And you don't necessarily have to do those puffy sleeves on this. You can franken pattern any other set-in sleeve to this so that it makes it look like a regular jacket from the front. And I love that it has this cinched waistband in here, and then it's open, not only in the bust, but down here at the bottom too. So it would really make an awesome fall jacket. So I will be making this again. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know it is super, super long, but we haven't talked in a long time, and it is the convention season. So this is my convention series. That's the end of the pattern review. I'm just gonna ramble for a couple more minutes here. I blew my hair out this morning as well. Washed it and blew it out. I am using new foundation. I left MAC and I started wearing Maybelline's Fit Me foundation. And let me tell y'all, Fit Me is the truth, okay? I don't know what made me, okay, yes I do. I know what made me change my foundation. I, as you guys know, am super ugly and super grumpy in the winter time. And once the weather broke a month or so ago, I decided that I want to start wearing makeup more. So on the days that I go out in my ministry, I get up earlier and do my makeup and go out my ministry. On the days that I go to work, unless I've gone out to my ministry early in the morning and then go to work, I don't do my makeup because I'm just going to get a bunch of acrylic dust on my face, toe jam and stuff. But I wanted to start wearing makeup more during the week instead of just on Sundays when I would go to the meetings. So some weeks I go out in my ministry Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and then the other week is like Monday, Tuesday, Saturday. So I'm going out at least 2 or 3 times a week. So I want to do my makeup more. Well, my budget does not allow for me to go buy MAC foundation that often for me to be doing my makeup, especially when I was only buying one new foundation tube from MAC a year. But if I want to start wearing it more often, I'm going to need a more reasonably priced choice. So I started off with Wet n Wild, and that was a mistake. It was too red for me. And then I tried the Maybelline Fit Me because they had a wider range of colors. L'Oreal and CoverGirl, I didn't see a whole lot there that looked like my skin tone, especially in the Queen collection. I didn't see anything that fit my skin tone. And actually, I tried 2 colors in the Fit Me. One was cinnamon? Coconut. It was coconut. Coconut was the one color because Jackie Aina wears coconut. And I thought, well, maybe we're kind of like this similar foundation color, but I thought maybe she was a little bit darker than me. So I tried coconut. Coconut was too red. So the other color that I tried was spicy brown. Y'all, spicy brown is my skin tone completely. It looks better than MAC's foundation on me. It doesn't even oxidize throughout the day, so I don't even have to worry about the orange, reddish ring around my jawline. It does not change color. Why didn't somebody tell me about this? So the only downside to the Maybelline Fit Me is that it's not a full coverage foundation, which is what I prefer, because I do have a lot of acne, blemishes, hyperpigmentation, and scarring. So I just had to learn how to do concealer. So I actually went to the hair store and bought Ruby Kisses or LA Colors or something like that. A concealer that's exactly my skin tone yet again. I do the concealer, I mattify what I've concealed, and then I put the Fit Me on top, and it looks so much better. Can you guys tell a difference with how I've looked before in videos and how my makeup looks now? I think it looks 1,000% better. To me, it looks more natural. And like, when I do my little intro outfit video, when I like come on the screen and I do all this and the posing and stuff, I do that like 12, 15, 18 times before I finally get a shot that I like. And I was looking at the video, especially when I smile and my teeth come out in my smile. I was like, man, my face looks really, really good with this Fit Me foundation. It looks so much better than MAC does. So once I finish, actually I may not even finish my MAC foundation I have, and I know that there's at least half in the bottom. But I'm pretty much done with it because it oxidizes so fast and my face gets orange so fast. It's unreal. But the spicy brown, it does not change color whatsoever, and I love it. I love it. And the second best beauty thing that I found out, that I figured out, magnetic lashes. Y'all, okay, I promise this is the last part of this video. Magnetic lashes. So You guys know I have big eyes, okay? But on these big eyes are barely any lashes. My eyelashes are so flat and straight, and they're very fine, like my hair on my head and my eyebrows. So and my face is really, really oily. So for me to glue eyelashes on, it takes forever because I don't know how many seconds to count before the glue starts to get tacky. And then when I put the eyelash on, because my eye is so big, the eyelashes never curve to my eye. So I always end up getting glue all over my eyelid, and then they never get stuck on the lash line like they're supposed to. And then in about 2 hours, they start detaching from the oily corners right here and lifting off. And then I usually have to reapply my lash at some point during the day. Magnetic lashes have changed my life. They have changed my life, you guys. So I watched a couple. I bought them first from TJ Maxx because they were $10. That was the cheapest I had seen anywhere. And I hadn't looked online. I just went to TJ Maxx where I should have been and got them. And then I tried to put them on, and it was a fail. So then I watched some YouTube videos and found that if you cut the bottom lash and you apply half of the magnets and then the other half, you get an awesome application. And I'm like, I get to wear lashes every day now, y'all. So I don't have to worry about my face being oily or have to reapply the lashes. The only thing that I wish is that the magnetic lashes that Ardell carries came in a wider variety. Like their faux mink lashes, Ardell's faux mink lashes are so gorgeous right now. They're so gorgeous. And I've got some. But I can't glue them bad boys on because they're too heavy for my eyelash, because I ain't got no eyelashes. And then the oil situation, I'm just a grease ball. That's it. But I went and bought me 2 more pairs today from Ulta because they were buy one get one half off. Plus they had a $3.50 coupon. So I got 2 pairs for $18. Can't beat that. But I also do have some tiny magnets that I bought from eBay last year that I'm going to attempt to put glue onto some eyelashes and see if I can make my own magnetic lashes. But I feel like these magnets might be too strong. To be honest with you, these bad boys are super strong. And I really kind of need some plastic tweezers in order to make this work, because magnetic lashes kind of like their metal tweezers, so it can be a bit of a situation. But I absolutely love them because now I can wear lashes every day. And I do like lashes on me because sometimes I don't want to line my eyes. Sometimes I don't have time to line my eyes. And I never have time to glue lashes on. So now with the magnet lashes, now that I've done it a few times, I can snap them on and get out the door. So now I have a much more natural looking makeup because of the Maybelline Fit Me. Now I can wear lashes so that I have a little bit more glam in my eyes, because I really don't do eyeshadow anymore. I'm just kind of over it. That takes too much time. And I get one eye looking really, really great, and the other eye just does not look great. So I just keep it super simple. Conceal, foundation, a little bit of contouring on my cheeks, eyebrows, and stick on my magnetic lashes, and that's me, and some lip gloss. Y'all, okay, I know I said that the magnetic lashes was going to be the last thing, but y'all didn't tell me about lip gloss. Okay, I've always had lip glosses. Always had lip glosses. But I always thought to myself, they're so sheer. That is the point. You just want it to gloss your lips. You want it to cover your lips. That's a lipstick. Nobody told me this. Nobody told me this. Why am I having to have all these revelations at 32? Why? Why am I having to have all these revelations on my own? Okay. That is it. I don't even know if my phone has recorded this to this point, because sometimes it just stops recording. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video and my rambling. I will see you for the next convention outfit. Stay tuned. And I will see you guys later.